You're listening to Lyfe and Shyt. I'm Danielle Walker.
And I'm Tommy Walker.
Join us as we talk about our journey overcoming fears, boundaries, marriage, family, lifestyle, business, and whatever other shit you can think of.
We're individuals that came together to create one unit with one mind and one goal.
Hey, baby.
What up?
How you doing?
Outstanding.
I had a question for you.
Hit me.
Do you believe in Valentine's Day?
Do I believe in it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's on the calendar.
I guess a better question would be, what do you think about Valentine's Day then?
I think it's a commercially driven propaganda for love. Yes. Now, do I participate actively in it? I used to. Mm-hmm. Yep, back in the days. And then I would get our daughters Valentine's Day gifts. Mm-hmm. And I think you and I had a discussion right off the bat. You're like, you ain't get shit for Valentine's Day, girl, because it's overrated.
No, I don't think we had that
It wasn't
discussion.
That. It wasn't.
No, it wasn't quite like that.
How did it go there?
It was more of a mutual agreement that we said, hey, this is a holiday that has been over... exaggerated, yeah. But not for the purposes. Like I bona fidely did not actually know where Valentine's Day came from or why. Like, do you know why? Like, why do we even celebrate it? Or like, is it a thing? Or like, we all know it was like the Saint Valentine, right? Who was the Catholic priest. And that's pretty much all I knew, right? So back when he was a priest in the Catholic times and the Roman times, actually, there was Roman soldiers, and there was a emperor, Claudio II, and at that time he wanted the Roman soldiers to stay Roman and true to Rome, right? And then the Christians at the time were coming in, and Christianity became a thing, and so he didn't want them to blend. So it was against the law. He created a law that was against the law to marry a Roman soldier if you were a Christian. So Saint Valentine, the priest, was marrying people in secret. Yeah. So he did it behind their backs.
So they didn't have to go to war.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know about the war part, but
that's exactly what it was. So that's yeah.
And so it was kind of like to me, that's like, oh, it's like love. Like they loved each other no matter what, and I mean, that's love conquers freaking everything, no matter what, no matter color, no matter race, no matter gender. If you love somebody, then fucking love them. And that's awesome. And to me, that was the first thing. Right. But then, he got caught and he went to jail. Now, this part is what they consider a legend, right? So we don't know if this is true or if it's not true, but apparently the other part isn't a legend, it's true. But legend has it that he fell in love with the prison owner, like the prisoner's, the jailer's daughter. And she was blind, and he healed her so she wasn't blind anymore. Yep. And he was executed on February 14th.
Oh shit! I didn't know that. Really?
And he wrote a letter to her, and the end of the letter said, "Your Valentine." And it was like from there, it's like, oh,
that's when it ran from there.
But it took over 200 years for it to actually be a thing.
That's crazy. So you're absolutely correct. I didn't come off like that. That was me being very barbaric. But we had a discussion, and my thing was, I want to celebrate love all year, right? I want to celebrate you all year. I want to show you how much I love you all year, and it's not just through gifts or through flowers or through a card, through words that somebody else wrote for me. But I wanted to be, I wanted to be from me. And I didn't want to wait for the one day. So, we created I love you days, right? Yes. So I love you days happen all year long. It was random. It was, as often as possible. And, when Valentine's Day came around, it wasn't, we didn't get caught in the propaganda and the cost of it, right? Because I remember the one time that you took me out for Valentine's Day, and we go to dinner all the time. Like we probably go to dinner tonight. because I'm hungry. And this particular night, you wanted it to be a special night, and you took me out for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, well, because women, you all know, Valentine's Day has always been about a men thing. So about the man taking care of the woman and taking them out. And that's another thing. I've always been like, fuck that. Like, fuck the program. Let's do something different, you know? Yeah. So I'm going to take you out.
Yeah, you took me out to a seafood restaurant because, you know, that's my jam. Like I love seafood. And we get there and we sit, like, they had this place jam-packed, right? So this was a few years ago.
Ocean Air.
It was Ocean Air, which unfortunately is no longer around because of COVID, right? So, I mean, this place jam-packed. There was no room for walk. Like, I felt bad for all the servers because they were walking literally sideways because of how jam-packed this place was.
No, don't you feel sorry for them suckers. They got tons of chip that day.
Well, yeah, I mean, they probably made their coin in tips and all that stuff, and the owners made their coin in the overinflated menu. So we go in, and it's a fixed Valentine's Day menu.
Right. I didn't know now that it was like you had to order off this fixed menu. Yeah, I thought you had the option.
Because you was like, well, where's the regular menu at? And it was like, there is no regular menu today. You order it off of this menu. And I was like, okay. I'm looking at the menu. I'm like this. Whew. I was like, all right, now mind you, this was a few years ago, right?
A few years ago.
So we're looking at yo, we got 4 kids at home and we ain't been grocery shopping yet.
I mean, and not even to mention, and that we didn't even know half of the things that were on the menu. And Google wasn't really a thing yet, so we weren't.
Google was a thing. We just didn't have smartphones.
Googling it?
Yeah, we didn't have no smartphones. We had flip phones, right? So it wasn't like we could look it up real quick to find out like what is this.
Smartphones weren't really a thing. I would say.
There was no smartphones.
So we're just like, I want to say it was like $175 per person, and then I remember asking one of the waiters, like, well, what is this? He's like, $175 per person. You eat whatever they bring you. I was like, shit, you're right. No matter what they bring, we eat that.
Just eat it all. Yes. So, and no lie, shout out to Danielle, because when the bill came, it was a hefty $400+ bucks.
Man.
It was over $400.
Oh, I wanted to cry.
And I looked at her and I said, do you need help?
And I was
like,
no.
we can split this. I was like, we can split this. We go Dutch if you want.
I was like, nope, but what I will need help in is groceries. Yeah.
Groceries and that bill that got to be paid. And I was like, see, and I was like, that's why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. Yeah. This is like, we could have had the same meal at the same restaurant tomorrow for half the price.
So true. So true.
So that's the, Valentine's Day, I get it. You want to express your love to your loved one, your spouse, lover, whoever, you know what I mean? Even to your mom or your father, whatever the case may be. But the premise behind it, like you said, you know what I mean? It's like there's a lot of different stories, right? So you have your story, your version of it. And what I came across was it was a festival where they were pairing women and men like a lottery.
Yeah, that was the pagan. So that happened 200 years afterwards. And then that's when Rome was actually all Christian. So it was all Christian at the time. And they were like, yeah, we're getting rid of this pagan. Like, I'm sure how that works, but they're like, this was a pagan festival. So we're getting rid of this. And now we're going to change it out with the Valentine's Day. So they're like, we're going to change it. All these festivities happened in February, and they're like, we're going to change that out. And then it didn't actually become a romantic thing until its chancellor, the poet, in the Middle Ages, right? So he was the first person to make it like a romantic thing. And these were times where, and even in those festivals, they people exchanged notes or did little secret letters to each other and like express love. And Valentine's is actually one of those holidays that's celebrated through many countries.
Not a lot. I got them here. Yeah, it was of course United States, Britain, Canada, Australia, France, Mexico. I'm actually surprised South Korea.
That's what I'm saying, man.
And Argentina.
That's it.
The Philippines actually has it, but that's where there's a lot of wedding anniversaries.
Most countries, yeah.
There's
it's just culturally different.
Countries. There's over 200 countries. I only name like 8.
Sound like the main ones.
The main ones? Come on. Nowhere in Africa.
Well,
nowhere in Africa.
See that.
Ukraine, like I don't see, of course, not the Middle East. There's no Middle East.
They don't give a damn. Yeah, they don't even care about women. They're not gonna give a day for, which also like, so in these different cultures, they celebrate in a different way. So some people, they give friends affirmations, or they do like appreciation between friends. Sometimes they'll give gifts to their children, as some cultures do that. And then some cultures give gifts to their loved ones. And then some cultures, which I'll just say probably, I don't know if it's just the American culture, but we honor each other and our loved ones with like a special dinner, like you said.
Yep.
A luxury hotel. It has to be luxury. It's Valentine's Day, right? Like,
gotta go above our means. Why do I gotta spend money on you to show how much I love you?
I know. It's like, so you don't, but that's the way. That's the American way. And then another huge thing is marriage proposals. Marriage proposals happen a ton.
So me trying to get out of the
which I loved,
the routine, right?
And I do love still.
I proposed the day before Valentine's.
Yeah, so
I proposed February 13th.
So it wasn't like of course you would propose. Like I was completely thrown off by it. I was like, oh, wait, what's going on? Like, so yes, and then I can always say like I had that special moment. It was in February. It was close to Valentine's Day, but it wasn't, because then I still got the whole. At that time, we did celebrate Valentine's Day, so we still did something for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And I would say a big reason why we kind of were like, Valentine's Day is overrated, is because we didn't have much money in the first place, or like why?
No, I could have wrote you a card. I could have drew something out. I could have. And it goes back to what I'm saying. Is like, why do I got to spend so much money on you to show you how much I love you? Mm-hmm. Even if I said, all right, it's Valentine's Day, let's take a walk in the park, spend some quality time together. Let's have let's talk. Let's do something. Mm-hmm. Let's chill. Mm-hmm. But people, not people. I ain't gonna put everybody else out there, because there probably is some people out there that do it. But shit, we ain't do it, and I wasn't trying to be a part of the propaganda.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And instead, I wanted to show my appreciation. So like the other day, you made me make you dinner. Now, when I say make you, and I'm saying this in a sense of like, yo, like your exact words were, it's been a while since you made dinner. You should make me dinner. And I was like, you're absolutely correct. I didn't fight it. I was like, you're right. I haven't made dinner in forever. I was like, I almost forgot how to make dinner. So what I do, I got fancy with it, right? Mm-hmm. So I even posted this on my story on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I put the little sauce on there. Mm-hmm. I had my salmon.
He plated it.
Yeah, that's what. See, I got fancy. I plated it. It was super dope. So back in the days, like what I used to do, I would be like I would do like the butler.
Oh yeah.
I was on my Benson. Was it Benson?
Benson, yeah.
Yeah, I was on my Benson. I'd be like, yo, I got the towel, and like I'm gonna rub your feet. And
what can I do for you? That is true.
So I think what happened is it wasn't the money aspect. We had more time, right? We had way more time back then. It wasn't, we wasn't running around town doing things. We wasn't accountable to a bunch of people.
Yeah, it's true.
And by all means, I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying, I'm glad you brought to my awareness, like, yo, you haven't done this in a while. And by all means, you wasn't like, I can't, like, you didn't turn your nose up. You didn't speak in a different voice. Like, you didn't give me that, you didn't talk out of your nostrils. You just very politely said, yo, homie.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. And I was like, and I tried to, I was like, yo, I made, we don't eat hot dogs.
Yeah, it was like hot links and something. I can't remember what it was. It was hot dogs. Was it hot dogs?
Yeah, it was hot dogs.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know why we had just hot dogs.
You bought them. I have no idea why you bought hot dogs.
Because there was chili in the cow. It was supposed to be chili cheese dogs, but I forgot that there was chili because we were in Mexico.
Okay. So I made hot dogs with broccoli.
Because I wanted broccoli.
Yeah, I was like, super random dinner. Super random.
That was as adults, guys.
Yeah, no, that was like a few months ago. So hot dogs, bun, ketchup, relish, mustard, whole 9 yards. Only thing was missing was sauerkraut and broccoli. That was the dinner I made a few months ago. Yeah. And that was the first time you said, yo, it's been a while since you made dinner.
Yeah.
And then you brought it back.
Yeah.
2-3 months later, and I was like, oh shit, let me get on my game.
So I was like, that's not a proper, but okay, you know, but you kind of owe me, so you repaid it, and I appreciate that.
So I plated my salmon and my broccoli.
You know, another fun thing that I did for you, but it wasn't even Valentine's Day, but it's when first off I did roses. Like I try to do for him everything everything that a woman would get done, because I'm like, why are we the only ones that get this like special attention, you know? So I'm like, I want to give my man a special attention. So I did roses all the way. So as soon as he came in from work, it was roses, and I'm like, all right, go upstairs. I had brand new pajamas for him, a brand new robe for him.
Yeah,
okay, the pajamas were a little big.
It was mad. I still got the pajamas.
You fit them now?
No, they still
they're
don't
so
fit.
big.
Yeah.
Good.
Them silky. If you ever asked me to come to a pajama party, she bought the pajamas like 10 years ago. I still rock them. 1000%.
And I ran a bath for him, and then I said, get in the bath, stay there, just relax, right? And then I hopped in the car, drove like a bat out of hell to
oh shit, yeah, you went and got dinner.
Yeah, I got crab legs, I got lobster tails, I got steak, Anthony's. I went to
Anthony's Fish Grotto. That's right.
And so I had pre-ordered it, you know, because I was like, okay, he's going to come home at this time. I'm going to go pick it up at that time. That's way before Uber, right? Uber Eats and all that. That would have been way easier.
That, or if you would Uber Eats lobster, it would have probably cost you triple.
I know,
it would
right?
probably cost you the same price as Ocean Air.
It's true. And I recall when I got back, as soon as I put the key in the door, I heard, baby. I was like, oh, my baby. He like, it's getting cold. The water's getting cold. I'm ready to get out.
Yeah, I'm like, can I get out now?
And I'm like, get out. Go ahead, get out. Set up all the plates, go upstairs, give you like a little massage and whatnot. And then you come downstairs and you're like, whoa, like I didn't expect any of this. So it was so amazing to set up and then to execute and to watch you and like to give you that. I loved it. So it felt good to give it to you and it not be a day that everyone has to give or a day that it was expected, you know? So it was just like not your birthday, not Valentine's Day, not Christmas. It was just a regular ass I'm off work, coming home day.
It was I Love You Day.
Yeah, definitely.
Like legit, it was I Love You Day. And it's one thing is like we made I Love You Days very sporadic, and then all of a sudden it became a schedule. And it's like, damn, when things become a schedule, then it's like, oh shit, don't forget about I Love You Day. And that's when we got lost with it, right? It was like, damn, I forgot I Love You Day. I'm gonna make up for it. You know, and then of course we put pressure on ourselves for it for whatever reason. Yeah,
because I had it scheduled. It was like on my calendar. It was like, oh shit, today's I Love You Day. Like I need to do something, you know. But I think that we did it that way so that we didn't forget about each other. So that we made sure that we show that extra little love, and I think that's very much needed in our relationship now, to be quite honest, because we go through and we just kind of, you know, like in the shit, like you said, and we don't take that time to appreciate each other.
Yeah, that's again, it goes back to the time, right? So I think it's hitting on all 5 love languages. I think that night you hit on all 5 love languages, and so it was like, it was fucking love overload. It was like, oh shit, like goddamn, I'm getting everything, like hit me from everywhere. Yeah, got the massage, got the affirmations, got the gifts, got the like, yeah, you hit me in the belly, like everywhere. So I Love You Day, in my preference, is much better than Valentine's Day. But you know, it is that time of the year, and people celebrate it. And if you do celebrate it, by all means, at the end of the day, don't let it pressure you. You know, don't let it come to a thing where you and your spouse or loved one or, you know, your significant other, it becomes a make or break. Like if you don't do this, you know, have that conversation. You know what I mean? Be transparent, talk to each other. And if you want to implement I Love You Days, I highly recommend that. Yeah. You know, let I Love You Days be more regular than birthday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day.
Yeah. And if you guys don't have a conversation about it, don't have any expectations. So you're not disappointed if nothing happens or if you don't get the big gift or whatever that you thought it would be. Like, you know, it doesn't matter. And another thing is, my quote is, all you need is love, but sometimes a little chocolate helps.
A little dark chocolate. I like it.
Every now and then.
I like it.
It's life and shit.
Life is shit.
Love you.
Love you. Do us a favor. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. Leave a review. Let us know what your thoughts are. That's the only way that this show is going to be successful. And we appreciate you. Talk with you next time.